In our modern world, the question, "What's next?" has become a mantra. What's the next goal? The next promotion? The next big trip? The next achievement? We are conditioned to constantly look forward, to chase the horizon, believing that fulfillment lies just beyond the next milestone. But what if this relentless pursuit of next is actually keeping us from finding what truly matters? What if the most profound answers aren't found in the future, but in the quiet, often overlooked questions we ask ourselves now? Let's explore 7 inner questions that matter more than what's next. From a Buddhist perspective, true wisdom, panna, often begins not with answers, but with profound questions. The Buddha himself encouraged a spirit of inquiry, urging his followers to investigate reality for themselves, rather than blindly accepting dogma. The relentless pursuit of external nexts often stems from tanha, craving, and avijja, ignorance, a misunderstanding of where true happiness lies. These 7 inner questions are not about intellectual puzzles. They are invitations to vipassana, insight meditation, to turn the gaze inward and illuminate the hidden corners of our own minds and hearts. They are tools for self-inquiry, designed to cut through the illusions of the external world and connect us with the timeless truths of our own being. By asking these questions, we shift from a life driven by external demands to one guided by inner wisdom, finding peace and purpose not in what's next, but in what is now. Let's delve into these essential inquiries. 1. Am I truly present? The question of mindfulness. We often live our lives in a state of perpetual distraction, our minds either replaying the past or rehearsing the future. We are physically here, but mentally somewhere else. The first crucial question is, am I truly present? This is the essence of sati, mindfulness. It's not about achieving a special state, but simply noticing where your attention is right now. Are you truly listening to the person speaking to you? Are you fully experiencing the taste of your food, the warmth of the sun, the sensation of your breath? When we are not present, life passes us by, unlived, unexperienced. This question invites us to anchor ourselves in the here and now, to taste the richness of each moment, and to find a profound sense of peace that is always available, regardless of external circumstances. It's the foundation for all other inner work. 2. What am I clinging to? The question of non-attachment. We often believe that our happiness depends on holding on to certain things, relationships, possessions, ideas, even our own self-image. But the deeper truth is that our suffering often comes from our upadana, clinging to these impermanent phenomena. The second vital question is, what am I clinging to? This question invites us to examine our attachments, not to discard everything, but to understand the nature of our grip. Are you clinging to a past grievance? A future expectation? A need for control? When we cling, we create tension, fear, and ultimately, emptiness when the object of our clinging inevitably changes or disappears. By gently asking this question, we begin to loosen our grip, cultivating non-attachment, viraga, which allows us to engage with life fully, appreciating its gifts without being enslaved by them. It's the path to true freedom. 3. What is my true intention? The question of right intention. We perform countless actions every day, but how often do we pause to examine the underlying motivation? The third powerful question is, what is my true intention? This aligns with Samma Sankappa, right intention, in the Noble Eightfold Path. Are your actions driven by greed, lobha, hatred, dosa, or delusion, moha? Or are they rooted in generosity, dana, loving kindness, metta, and wisdom, panna? Our intentions shape our reality, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. When we act from a place of clarity and compassion, even small actions can have profound positive ripple effects. This question invites us to align our inner compass with our highest values, ensuring that our path forward is one of integrity and genuine well-being, rather than a mere pursuit of external outcomes. 4. Am I speaking truthfully and kindly? The question of right speech. Words are powerful. They can build bridges or burn them down. They can heal or wound. The fourth essential question is, am I speaking truthfully and kindly? This is the essence of Samavaka, right speech. It's not just about avoiding lies, but about cultivating speech that is beneficial, timely, and harmonious. Are your words causing division or fostering understanding? Are they coming from a place of anger or compassion? In a world saturated with noise and negativity, conscious speech is a radical act. This question invites us to pause before we speak, to consider the impact of our words, and to choose those that uplift, connect, and heal. It saves us from the regret of hurtful words and builds a foundation of trust and respect in our relationships. 5. Am I acting skillfully? The question of right action. Our actions define us, not just our intentions. The fifth crucial question is, am I acting skillfully? This relates to Samma Kamanta, right action. Are your actions causing harm to yourself or others? Are they contributing to suffering or to well-being? Skillful action is rooted in ethical conduct and compassion. It's about aligning our behavior with our deepest values. This question invites us to observe the consequences of our actions, to learn from our mistakes, and to continuously refine our conduct. It's about choosing actions that lead to peace, harmony, and liberation, rather than those driven by greed, hatred, or delusion. It's the path of living in alignment with the Dhamma, creating a life that is both meaningful and beneficial. 6. Am I earning my living ethically? The question of right livelihood. For many of us, a significant portion of our lives is spent earning a living. But how often do we consider the ethical implications of our work? The sixth important question is, am I earning my living ethically? This is Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. Does your work cause harm to living beings? Does it exploit others or the environment? Does it promote greed or conflict? This question challenges us to seek work that aligns with our values. Work that is not only personally fulfilling, but also contributes positively to the world. It's about finding a profession that allows us to live with integrity, free from remorse, and to be a source of benefit rather than harm. When our livelihood is aligned with our conscience, a deep sense of peace and purpose can arise, far more valuable than any material gain. 7. Am I cultivating wisdom and compassion? The question of right effort, mindfulness, and concentration. The final, overarching question that encompasses the entire path is, am I cultivating wisdom and compassion? This question integrates Samma Vayama, right effort, Samma Sati, right mindfulness, and Samma Samadhi, right concentration. It's about the continuous, diligent effort to develop wholesome states of mind and abandon unwholesome ones. Are you actively working to understand the nature of reality, wisdom, and to extend loving kindness to all beings, compassion? Are you practicing mindfulness in your daily life and cultivating concentration through meditation? These are not passive states, but active practices that require sustained effort. This question invites us to engage fully in our spiritual development, to continuously refine our minds and hearts, and to realize our full potential for awakening. It's the ultimate inquiry that leads us beyond the superficial pursuit of what's next to the profound discovery of what is always. The relentless pursuit of what's next can leave us feeling perpetually unfulfilled, always chasing a phantom of happiness in the future. But by pausing and courageously asking these 7 inner questions, we shift our focus from external achievements to internal transformation. We begin to live a life of intention, integrity, and deep connection. These questions are not meant to be answered once and forgotten. They are companions on a lifelong journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. They are the keys to unlocking a profound sense of peace and purpose that transcends the fleeting nature of external success. When you prioritize these inner inquiries, you discover that the most important next is not a destination, but the continuous, mindful unfolding of your own awakened being. Which of these 7 inner questions resonates most deeply with you today? And what is one small step you can take to begin exploring its answer within yourself? If this exploration has resonated with you, please consider subscribing to the Noble Wisdom Path. Share this video with someone who might benefit from this perspective, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let's walk the path towards inner peace and true freedom.